Hi everybody, this is JJ Long from JJArtworks. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy out there. In today's video, I wanted to show you all a painting that I'm working on and sort of an issue that I ran into and how I'm able to solve that. And this is actually an issue that I hear at a lot of our paint parties when you make a mistake and you're trying to paint through a painting. So let me really quickly show you sort of what's going on here, and I want to actually paint something and show you how I'm going to correct it. It's probably self-explanatory to a lot of other artists out there, but if you're new to painting, this might serve you well. So basically, this is an original painting I'm working on. It's something that I've been working on for many years now. There's actually, probably no lie, 2 to 3 paintings underneath this painting, and I've just been painting over it, which is kind of funny. But this is basically a 3-foot by 4-foot canvas, so it's a big guy in my eyes. And we got sort of like a mountain here that's going to be, I'm going to turn this into a castle, and then there's basically different, there's going to be different pathways. This is sort of like a winding road that's going to go all the way over into the castle, and then I'm going to have a bunch of different other pathways coming off of this rock formation right here. And then there's some mountains in the background. And basically, I'm gonna see how well this shows up on the camera, but basically what I was doing was, originally this mountain or this castle was right here. And I started kind of outlining the castle. I'm not sure if you can see this. I might have to bring the camera a little bit closer. Let me see. See if you can see that a little bit better. Yeah, I think you can see that a little bit better. So basically, I wanted the castle to have like this like peak or some type of antenna looking peak to it. And I was outlining the castle, and I pretty much had the shape I liked, but it just wasn't in the right part of the painting. So I actually painted some of this sunset color over it. And then I shifted the castle onto this side right here. And in painting, you're gonna have to do things like that. Like I really try to go for the feeling and the vibe of the painting. And sometimes the feeling and the vibe, you need to switch the location of certain things in order for the feng shui of the painting to really sort of strike a tone. And in this case, I just didn't like where I had placed this rock formation of this castle, and I wanted to shift it maybe, 6 inches this way. And it was a pain, but I did it. And I get some shading going on here and everything, so it looks a little more three-dimensional. But you still see the remnants of the castle formation right here. And I get this question a lot at our paint parties. People are like, how do I get rid of it? And people tend to be impatient. And the key is that you have to put multiple layers on top of it. So this is just one layer of this like pink color. And you need to just keep putting layer upon layer upon layer. So I'm actually going to put a second layer on it, and I want to see if this actually works. Give me a second to mix up the right color. And this happens a lot in painting, so if you're new to painting, this is going to happen a lot. So you just have to trust in the process and, just take it all out on the canvas, right? Like Bob Ross said, there's no mistakes in painting, just happy accidents. After you've been painting for a while, you will be able to see a little bit of a mistake, but then paint through it pretty fast. So this right here, okay, so that's a little bit too light, as you can see. Yeah, you can even see that right there. It's too light, so I have to go a little bit darker. And I'm just mixing up some new color here. I'm actually using a little bit of our JJArtworks rose color. For those of you that don't know, we actually have our own brand of paint now, and you can get it on our website if you're interested. You can also buy our paints on Amazon. Let me see. Okay, so that's a little bit closer, but now it's too dark. So usually what I do is I sort of try to mix up a middle ground on our plate. And that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Okay. A little more white. Okay. And this is probably something that's going to need to take maybe 3 coats or so. but basically, nice. So I'm painting out those little faint outlines that you see. And I'm actually gonna leave some of the outline here so you can kind of see how good of a job this is doing. Oops, a little bit of blue in there. All right, and you can kind of still see it. I mean, if someone never saw this painting, if this was the first time seeing it, they might not notice it, but you and I probably notice it. So let me show you sort of what I did here. So let's go a little bit up close, and you can now see how I kind of blended this in, but right here you can still kind of see, I mean, this is kind of part of this, this path, but this is what the outline looked like before. It was kind of that dark, and now it's like just a little bit more blended in. So I would probably say it could probably use a little bit of orange in that tone as well, but I would say probably another like another 1 to 2 passes, and it'll be all blended in, and you wouldn't be able to see it. But I get asked that question a lot at our paint parties. People are like, oh man, I just, I don't like the position of this, and then I usually say, well, just move it over. And they're like, yeah, but I can't copy and paste. And I'm like, I totally get it. Painting is a process. Just trust in the process. You can keep layering on top of things. And that's pretty much how I solve things. And I mean, I've been painting professionally for over 20 years now, and I still run into hiccups, but after you do it for a while, you know how to navigate through those hiccups. So hopefully I was able to add a little bit of value to you guys today. I hope all is well. I miss you all. I love you all. And I'll talk to you again soon in another episode. Talk to you later.